My name is Dr. Daniel Cameron. Have you ever had difficulties identifying a tick? Doctors also had difficulties identifying a tick according to a study by Lago and colleagues. Using high-resolution photographs of ticks, the authors surveyed 115 healthcare providers, which included primarily medical students, medical residents, and physicians. The survey was simple. Each healthcare provider was asked to look at high-resolution color pictures of ticks provided by the University of Rhode Island Tick Encounter Resource Center. The dimensions of each image was 1 5/8 inches by 2 inches. The participants are asked to select one of 5 possible answers for each photograph: American dog tick, deer/blacklegged tick, Lone Star tick, brown dog tick, or I don't know. Only 1 in 3 ticks were correctly identified. The survey participants correctly identified 60% of the non-engorged black-legged ticks, but only 34% correctly identified a partially engorged black-legged tick. Likely explanations are that text and media rarely show partly engorged ticks, the author explained. Additionally, the color contrast seen between sputum and abdomen in the black-legged tick, for example, is lost after 2.5 to 3 days of engorgement. Participants had more difficulty identifying the other tick species. 1 in 2 participants identified a non-engorged Lone Star tick. 1 in 3 identified a non-engorged American dog tick. 1 in 4 identified a non-engorged adult brown dog tick. The number of ticks correctly identified was worse for partially engorged ticks. Medical students and non-physician healthcare providers, that is, nurse and physician assistants, fared the worst, with only about 1 in 4 correctly identifying the ticks. In everyday practice, healthcare providers do not view high-resolution photographs of ticks. Their experience instead is with actual ticks, which appear much smaller. In addition to choosing the easier-to-identify female ticks for our last test, we also chose adult rather than nymphal ticks for the quiz, wrote the authors. Nymphal ticks, in addition to being smaller, tend to have more muted colors and less distinctive markings on their scutums, according to the authors. In actual practice, it's important that healthcare providers can identify engorged ticks, yet the survey shows that engorged ticks were more difficult for providers to identify.